Hi there, guys. This video, um, this video is going to be kind of, I'm not going to say it's different. It's actually a movie. Um, Not so much of a movie review, but I'm going to talk about this movie. Disclaimer, the Barbie movie. If you have not seen it, please do not watch this video. Uh, that's your warning. Um, I'm pretty much going to talk about um, some observances that I saw in the movie. Now, here's what's funny. Um, I would not have watched a Barbie movie. Um, Even as a little girl, I didn't care much for Barbie. It wasn't even anything in particular. It was just the fact that um, I like to do hair, and so um Barbie's little head, like you can't braid her hair, you can't put it in pigtails and stuff like that. And so I liked bigger dolls. So I was never really into Barbie very much. Not like I said anything wrong with her or anything like that. It just wasn't my thing. My daughter, um, she never had a Barbie, but that is because my daughter, strangely enough, was one of those, she didn't really, she thought dolls and some stuffed animals and things like that were creepy. And I don't know where she got it from or anything like that, but um, so she's never just really been a real big doll person. Um, she she had, a few little things like that, but not so much. Um, as far as dolls and stuffed animals and things like that. Now, I want to say, if I'm clearing my throat a lot or if I sound a little funny, I am getting over something. Um, I feel a whole lot better. That's one of the reasons I have not been making videos. Been trying to feel better. Uh, been working a lot. Like I worked a lot last week. A lot of 12-hour shifts. So I was um I was really busy last week. This and then you had Thanksgiving. So I hope you guys also had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you got to spend some good time with your family and everything. Um so yeah, but that's pretty much why I really hadn't been making any videos. But I'm telling you guys, I got a lot of stuff. Um to do and to make. So, but this one I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to start with this one because I don't think it's not going to be a very long video. I just really want to point some things out that I noticed, that I observed um, in the movie, about the movie, and I want to talk about it with you guys. I want to see um, if you guys noticed it too. Now, one of the things, the first thing I noticed, with it being Barbie, you're going to think first of all that it is um it's a kid movie. Um and I guess it's aimed at kids, young girls or whatever, but honestly and truly, um that wasn't to me a kids movie. And now, mind you, also I think there's been other Barbie movies and things like that that I've never watched those either. My daughter is the one that really, she wanted to watch it so bad, and after she went ahead and watched it, um, she told me, she was like, "Mom, I really think that you know you would like this." And then she told me a little bit about what it was about. She said something about female women empowerment and stuff like that. And she's like, I really think that you would like to watch the movie. So um, I watched it. and I found it very, very interesting. Um, Not so much entertaining or anything like that, because, like I said, it's not really my thing. I am a bit of a kid at heart, but there's certain things that I like. Um, I am very big on fantasies. Like I like oh, what were those? I like Hobbit movies. I like the ones about oh, what is that I used to love? With Smeagol and The Ring and The Precious and I cannot think of that series of movies, but my God, I love those movies. I absolutely love them. I also really, really love the Marvel comics. The I hate when I get on here and can't think of what I just watched this the most recent one. Um Can't think of it. So I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna hold up time. But it's the Marvel comics type movies. If I look it up I can find it, but I can't find it right now, and it's okay. I can't think of it right now. So the Barbie movie. Once again, I'm gonna give this disclaimer. If you have not seen the movie, plan to see the movie, don't listen to this video because I'm gonna give a lot of details about the movie uh, to help with my observation. So, um, to sum it up, now from what I understand about Barbie, I keep saying from what I understand about Barbie is very empowering for women and girls. It's all women's girls empowerment. I don't know all the Barbies, but I guess she's been a doctor, a scientist, probably a lawyer. She has her whole world. She got beach houses and all these type things. So it's Barbie. So, and I'm going to tell you the truth, not really knowing much about Barbie, I always thought Ken was her boyfriend. The movie made it clear that Ken is not her boyfriend. Ken was absolutely very he wanted to be noticed by Barbie, and apparently Barbie gives him no attention. Now, this may sound strange coming from me, but like I said, I didn't know this stuff because I never have followed Barbie or got into her little world thing. But um in the movie, and that's what I want to bring out. In the movie, Ken was a nuisance. Ken was like a side, like he was an afterthought. Ken had no significance really in Barbie's world except for being a part of Barbie's world, just like a car, just like a purse, just like a whatever. It depicted him as a an accessory for Barbie, just an accessory. Um, all of the males in Barbie's world, like there weren't boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. This was clearly the males were there pretty much just to be there. Like I said, like a tree, like a house, like a car or whatever. They were just there. Had absolutely no significance really in the movie. And so, with that being the case, it made it very clear that Ken did like Barbie. He wanted her attention, and she literally gave him none. Um, and so they went to the real world. Circumstances came about that they happened to be able to go to the real world. So in the real world, Ken began to see that everything in the real world, which would be like this world, was geared toward men. People coming up to him, calling him sir, giving him respect. Um, Men were everywhere doing things. Women were very, very objectified. It was very clear that, it was okay to objectify women in the real world. Men had the power, men had the money, men had the whole, and he found out about patriarchy. Good old patriarchy. That's the thing that makes it all possible is patriarchy. So he got a taste of that, and he saw that, and he loved it. And his idea was then, man, I'm somebody now. I have a place now. Like this, I can come and be in the real world. And um literally what he did was he took back that ideology, that mindset. He went back immediately. He talked to all the other, I guess they were kins. I guess they were all kins. He went back and talked to all the other kins and told them about the real world and how men were ruling. Men were in charge. The women were not in charge. Like women were still struggling to be accepted, be acknowledged, to be um, a part. And the patriarchy was the thing that gave them their significance. And so he taught them about that. And by the time Barbie came back, because Barbie, of course, was in the real world as well, by the time Barbie got back to the real world, Ken had already been back to Barbie's world and told the guys, like, we could just take this. Like, literally, what are they gonna do? We can literally take this. This our house, our cars. Um, we just gonna take over. Like we can literally just come plant our misogynistic patriarchal flags on whatever we want to and just take it. And they did. And they did. I don't want to stray off from talking about something else, but they did. And much like this real world, it became a literal shit show. Um, they took over everything. Barbie literally was like, it's ours now. What you gonna do? Barbie was very, very objectified. Barbie, it was just like, who are you? What are you? Like you're just a woman. You blonde hair. You're just, pretty face. Like you really like what do you do? Like what, you know? And so she literally had to come back and like try to defend herself. Well, this is my world though. Like everything is focused on me. All of these other Barbies, this is our world. This is my house. This is my car. These are my vehicles. Like I did this. I achieved this. I All of this is mine. You know what I'm saying? She worked for it, established it, it was hers. But much like uh white males, what they have done globally from the beginning of time is establish their dominance, establish their patriarchy, they plant their misogynistic flags on stuff and say, it's mine. No explanation as to how it's yours because it was already here when you got here, but it's theirs now because they said so, and because they had the power, they had the strength, um, and so forth to take it, and so they just did. And we know in this real world, it's happened all around the globe. We know what white male dominance has done to the world. Now, this video is not about, I'm not trying to change the patriarchy or anything like that. I think that's going to be something that it's a slow process. I don't even know if it's something that's going to happen in my lifetime. I think some dents and things like that can be made. But here's what I want to bring out about the Barbie movie. With the males being completely insignificant and pretty much like arm candy and just accessories for all of the Barbies. They had no place, like there was nothing that you could literally point to and say, men did that, men built that. These were the kins, like this is all kin stuff or whatever over here. All of this belongs to all the kins or whatever. None of that. It was all totally flat out Barbie's world, period. Nothing, no questions to be asked, nothing to question about it. So my question is, I want to know, why was there no outrage? That, why was there no outrage about um this female dominated, making men feel bad, insignificant, not uh men had absolutely no importance under women, under all of these Barbies. And the reason that I ask about the outrage, I want you to just listen to what I'm saying. Y'all remember the lion, the woman king? Remember the woman king, the warrior, and it was based on, I think the Amazon women, or these, no, there were these warrior African women who um fought. And even though they actually were protecting the king, so the king was actually still the top of the head. These were just his warrior women, and they were very fierce. They were very, very victorious in almost everything that they did. Um, but male outrage, especially black male outrage about that movie, was intense. Like, they were going on and on and on about that movie. They were so upset about that movie. Do you all remember The Little Mermaid? Now, mind you, it could have been probably more white people that were just mad because the Little Mermaid wasn't the little white mermaid, that she was black or whatever. But there was still a lot of outrage about The Little Mermaid. And it was a beautiful, matter of fact, I watched that too. It was a beautiful movie for the story of the Little Mermaid. You know what I'm saying? I didn't find anything I didn't find anything that would have been offensive to anyone except for the fact that she was black. So it's just like, I guess that's what they were fighting about or opposing. But my question is, what it seems to me, and those are just two movies that I'm going to use. It seems to me that there is so much backlash when it's a black female led empowerment movie. There seems to be so much backlash about that. But this white woman, Barbie, this white fictional character Barbie, um like I said, Ken was literally, you know what? Barbie did Ken so, and it's not even that she did him bad. He was just not her boyfriend. He was just not significant. Everything was about Barbie and her world. She wasn't interested in any of the Kens. And so, but he wanted her interest. And he was doing all of these things that men today call simping, trying to get her attention. And there's whole movements. which I'm going to be talking about more in these videos, um, about incels. We need to know about incels. We need to know that they are not just a few bored, fat, snack eating white guys with glasses and little penises who are sitting in their mom's basements, can't get a date with a. No, 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 no. This is a big, huge, worldwide movement. And it's so, people slide it, and it's so under the rug that not many people know about. I mean, people literally actually joke about incels. And if they really knew and got into understanding and studying about incels and really start reading the propaganda and the information about not only incels, but about these MGTOW movements, these red pill movements, there's so many. And I really seriously think that that is going to be the biggest shocker, especially for women, is the fact that it's so many all over the world. They are a whole big network, and they all move in unison with the same hate ideology, the same anger at women, the same targets of violence toward women. And it's just not something to, you know, you know, just shake your head at. No, they just, they just mad. But it's not like that. It's not like that at all. These are very, very angry men who are targeting women. They have effed up mindsets, very effed up mindsets. They have very, very strong ideology that is spreading to other men, and it's spreading to very unsuspecting men. They're all over social media. They like I said, are hidden. They're hidden. And they I'm gonna go more into that. I already talked to you guys about that before, about the book Men Who Hate Women. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna be talking more about that, because here's the thing. The reason that I even bring that up is that this whole Ken thing and treating Ken all insignificant, and he can't get no play, he can't get the pretty girl and whatever. That is what the whole incel movement is about. Anger at women for not noticing men, giving men attention, whatever, which, okay, I'm not going to give my opinion on it. But anyway, that's supposedly what it is all about. When in reality, I'm going to say that is the mask that they use. That is the target of what they say. Oh, well, this is what we're angry about. But it's really not. These are just some angry ass men who just hate women, period. And if it wasn't that, it would be something else. So I just wonder why none of these misogynistic groups, none of these black men, no, I mean, like I said, I felt bad for Ken. Like, I was really feeling bad for Ken, because he was just getting straight ignored. Whole thing. I mean, he was just, man, he was doing everything he could, and he had absolutely no significance. It was just pretty like, oh, okay, hi Ken, how are you, whatever. And he bringing flowers, candy, cakes, cookie pies, whatever, singing her songs, whatever. All this wasn't in the movie, but I'm just giving an example. He's doing all of this stuff to try to get her attention. And she's just like, oh, okay, thank you. All righty, well, bye bye. And don't have a clue about, and his heart is just broken. His heart is just tore up. And literally, what he did was went to the real world, came back with all these ideologies, and took over her stuff, wouldn't let her to her own penthouse or whatever, and start treating her bad, start objectifying her, talking her crazy, whatever, because of his anger, and because of his not being recognized, and because of her not giving him the attention that he wanted. This is the actual real stuff that is going on in the world. And that's why I say, I'm just like, am I the only one that saw this message? Like, I don't. I don't know if any other people or content creators or whatever are talking about this, but this is huge. Like, this is exactly what's going on. And when they got back, like I said, they just, man, they were mad at women. It was just like pretty much F them. We just gonna take their stuff and whatever, and we just gonna do whatever the heck we want to do. They ain't nothing. They ain't nobody. I don't care what you did, accomplished, and whatever. And how many times do we hear that? How many? Oh, we don't care nothing about your degrees, and oh, okay, well, yeah, well, we ain't worried about your brain and what's in your head. And da, da, da. Literally, what these men say and are saying is, we still just want you to cook, clean, have our babies, serve us, and whatever. That's exactly what happened in this movie. That is exactly what happened. They started using these Barbie dolls. They was getting massages. They was getting foot rubs. They was getting they clothes ironed and all. I mean, it was crazy. And like I say, as I close, because I'm not gonna make this long, I don't understand why there's no outrage. Why do y'all have so much outrage for Black empowered female led movies? And I'm sure if you, some of you ladies, if you all can think of any more where there has been a lot of male, especially Black male outrage about female heroine type movies, let me know, because I can't think of all of them. Uh, but I did, like I said, I thought about the Woman King and things like that. But this is exactly what is going on in the real world. It's just like, this is a message. This is an absolute message, but why is everybody being mumble mouth right now? Like, nobody's saying anything. And I want to know, is it because Barbie is the white woman character, whatever? Is that the reason? Because if she had been Black Barbie and doing this, and those were like, it was kind of like a black movie, it probably would have been complete outrage. I don't understand why these men are not saying anything about that. Like, it was blatantly obvious. And this is also why I say I don't even understand like how this was even like a kids movie. Like, this message was so freaking strong. Like, I don't see how this was not an adult movie. You know what I'm saying? Because the theme, the message behind that movie, I would suggest you all go and watch it. If you haven't watched it, um I would say go and watch it, because you're gonna get some. Even my daughter's 18, and even my daughter was like, "Yeah, mom, like, I don't think that is for like little kids." She said maybe like girls my age, or maybe like 15, 16, whatever, they maybe like that, but this is not a movie for little girls. You know what I'm saying? And in all actuality, in some ways it could be, you know what I'm saying? But a well-educated mom needs to be able to talk to her daughter after that movie. So like she can explain a lot of stuff, because a little kid, a little girl, probably just gonna look at the singing and the dancing and, oh, and that's Barbie and all the pink stuff or whatever, and, oh, that's so wonderful and that's so great. But somebody needs to explain to some older girls that can really understand the message behind what is really going on in this movie. I think it's vital. I think it's important. I don't think they're too young to find out and to know and to understand, because the reason that I say that is we have so many men. The majority of these men, these incel men, and these men in all of these incel type um, groups who advocate violence among women for not getting what they want, they target these young women. They target these 18, 19, like as soon as they get um, of age. Because we know they'll sleep with one of them underage and be like, oh, I know. Oh, she told me she was 23. Baby, you could tell she what? A young girl. You could tell she's a young girl, but they don't care. And a lot of them use that excuse. Oh, she lied. She said she was older. Or she had an idea. all of this BS. You know a young kid. You really do. You know the difference between a woman and a girl. But they target very, very young women. And like I said, and teenage girls, but they're not going to talk about that part. But the young women are the ones that they want. And we know, we older women, some of us women who are more seasoned and more mature, we understand what they want. We know that these girls are not mature enough, even in their 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. They don't have the life experience to be able to handle the psychological manipulation and things that these full grown men, many of them in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and older, the type of game that they can run on these women. In so many of these groups, they teach each other what to say it, how to get her, how to do. Because I've seen some of this stuff, and I got to cut this video off, but I've seen some of this stuff. Oh, how to make a woman go crazy over you, how to mentally manipulate women, because they don't title it that way, but how to manipulate a woman's mind and just make her go crazy. She's gonna wonder why you're not calling her. She's gonna wonder, do you really like? That's targeted toward young women, because some of the stuff and games and stuff that I see and I hear, because yeah, I do go and listen to some of these male forums, and I would suggest you women do it too. And some of the stuff that I see and hear, I'm just like, dude, like that. I'm like, that would have worked maybe when I was like 20, 21, like their age, the young women that they're going after. You know what I'm saying? And get them with money, get them with trinkets, get them with nice, cute little stuff or whatever. Take it away. Don't call them no more. Just completely cut it off. Like they literally tell these guys that. These guys are literally spreading this type of propaganda. And so it's going to make the girl question, like, oh, well, dang, like, what did I do? And why he not calling me? And man, he was just all over me. And he just kept saying I was pretty. And now he just taking that away. And what happened? Some mental Jedi mind shit bullshit that they plan on these girls. This is why I say women need to know these tactics, because some older women fall for that mess too. Me at my age and whatever, I don't give a shit right now, because it's just like, look, dude, I'm really not trying to fool with y'all like that right now. Anyway, like I don't know what has happened to me in the past few months, but like my interest right now is zero toward men. Like I have no desire to get on a app. I'm getting, and it's so crazy because all of a sudden now I'm getting all these dudes in my inbox, and it's just like, really, really, and it's just like, so now I'm getting all these dudes in my inbox, and everybody's interested in all this, and it's just like, well, whatever, because right now I have no interest. I really truly have no interest or desire. That ain't to say that it'll stay that way. That ain't to say that I hate men. That ain't to say that I don't ever want another relationship. I'm not saying any of that stuff. But right now, the way things are, with the toxicity, with the violence, with the spreading of these misogynistic views and all of this stuff that is going on right now, the violence, the openness of it, the openness of men telling you you ain't nothing, you ain't worthy. Um, we're not gonna protect you. Buy your own food. Man, like, yeah, I got so much to say about all of that. I got a lot of videos coming. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, let me get off of here with this one, because I need to start talking about some other stuff right now. So, if you have seen the Barbie movie, did you pick any of that up? Um, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you understand what I'm saying, what I'm trying to bring out? Um, like I said a lot in this video, but at the end of the day, I want to know, why is there no outrage on how Barbie was treating Ken? Because it's the exact same way that men are now saying that women are treating them, and won't date them, won't give them a chance. you know, Ken was portrayed as the good guy. You know what I'm saying? And he just wanted her affection with her. That's what this whole incel movement is about. The good guy not being picked. Oh, the women want the thug, women want the bad boy, women want the guys with the abs, and they want the guys with the money. They want to, all of this is, it's all of that propaganda was right there in that movie. And I didn't see no outrage, but I saw outrage when there's a black female led um hero movie where the black female is the hero. They want black women, as I close, to be subservient. You watch many movies where black women are in it, and you watch the role of the black woman. She's usually the helper. She is usually taking care of everybody. She is usually keeping order and everything to keep everybody in line. She is the nurse. She is the mother. She is the, like some kind of role. She is the one taking care of everybody. And that is the role that they want the black woman in. They don't want the black woman in a role like the woman king. Oh, she's fighting and she's a warrior woman. They don't like that. They if she was a maid, if she was a helper, if she was a wife, if she was upset, or if she was cheating, if she was lying, if she was a baby mom, like all of that stuff is okay. But how dare you empower a black woman? So, you guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit all notifications so that you know when I upload new videos. Um, you guys, leave me a comment. Let me know what you got from that movie, if you've seen it and or if you plan to see it. You guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and until the next video. I'll see you next time.